We all know that in VLOOKUP, whenever we want to extract any data from a used database, our lookup value should fall on the left hand side of the database in the master data. For example, if you are given these employee IDs and we want to extract the names and the data from January to June from this huge database, then our employee ID must fall on the left hand side of the database. But it is not possible every time that our lookup value, that is our unique value, will always fall on the left hand side of the database. Then if our lookup value falls on the right hand side of the database, then what should be done? How we should extract the values from the left hand side of the lookup value? There we need to use the formula index along with match formula. So we'll be using the combination of index and match. This particular video will be very interesting to all of you who know and use VLOOKUP but don't know how to use index and match formula, because this index plus match formula is being asked in most of the interviews. So stay tuned till the end, because at the end of this video I'm going to tell you how to create a formula in one cell with the help of index and match, and how to copy to all other cells to get the corresponding values and correctly without changing the formula. So stay tuned till the end of the video. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because you are going to learn the skills that matter to grow in your career. Hello and welcome to Boost Your Career. So let us go ahead and learn how to use index plus match formula. Here we have a database of 6 months for these employee IDs, and their names are given in this master database. We are given total 10 employee IDs, and we want to extract the name and the data from January to June from this database. And here we have the employee ID which falls on the right hand side of all the data, and the names falls on the right hand side of the employee ID. So we will be using index plus match function, and we will be extracting the name which falls on the right hand side of the employee ID, and the data from January to June, all these cells data from January to June, which falls on the left hand side of the employee IDs. For that we will be using the function index and match together. Before we go ahead and learn how to use index and match together, we will be learning how to use index function separately and how to use match function separately. What does index function use and what does match function use? So first of all, let us go ahead and talk about what is index function. Index function will give us the intersection of column number and row number which we provide in the formula. For example, this is the database that we have. Here we have total 8 columns, count is 8, and total number of rows are 21. Suppose I want to find out this name, Vijay name, okay, by using index function. So Vijay falls on, in this particular database, row number 7. So row number 7 where Vijay falls on, okay. And what is the column number? So column name falls on 8th column number. So column number is 8 and row number is 7. So we'll just highlight that. So this is the row number and this is the column. So intersection gives me Vijay. So I will go ahead and put the index function to find out the name Vijay. So is equal to index tab. What is it asking? It is asking array, that means the database. So I will select this database. Now remember that I have selected a database from the headers. I have included the headers over here. I will not lock over here because I am just finding out the one cell, comma. What is it asking next is row number. As we know, this row number was 7, Vijay falls on 7. So I will give it 7 number. And then comma. What is it asking? Column number. We know that column number for name is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8. So intersection of column 8 and row 7 should give me Vijay. So then I will close this formula and enter. You can see here the index function gives me Vijay. Okay, but what about this column number 7 and 8? Do I need to give it manually every time to index function to fetch the corresponding value? No. For that, for this column number and row number which I given as 7 and 8, I'll be using the match function there. So let us learn how to use match function and what does match function does. So here I want to find out the row number for Vijay, which is 7. For that I will be using the match function separately. I'll go here is equal to match. Okay, tab. Now what is it asking? Lookup value. Okay, lookup value means what is that value for which we want to find out the row number. So this is the value, okay, for which we want to find out the row number, comma. Now what is it asking? Lookup array. Now for match function, the lookup array should either be a particular column or either be a particular row. We cannot select the table for match function. So here we want to find out the row number for Vijay. The Vijay is appearing over here in the name column. So I will select the name column from here to here. Okay. Match function will go in this particular array and will pick up the number of Vijay which appearing in this particular array. So press comma. Okay. What we have put here, first we have given him the lookup value Vijay, for which we want to find out the row number, and then we have given the lookup array, which is this particular range. And what is it asking? Match type, exact match, less than, greater than. So we want to find out the exact match for Vijay, so 0, and complete the match function. It is giving me 7, correct, because the Vijay name is appearing at the 7th position in this particular column. What about the column number? So by using match function I am getting the row number. What about the column number which I want to give in a index function? For that I will be using the match function again, which will give me the column number. So here is equal to match tab lookup value. This time I am going to use the name. So here if I select the Vijay and if I select this particular row, you can see here the column is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then exact match, comma, 0, and complete this. So row number is 7 and column number is 8. So I got this value. How do I use in a index function together? So I will go here. I will want to find out first name and then January, February, March, all this data from this particular database. So I will go here and put the index and match function together. What I want to extract? The name in this particular cell. What I have is the employee ID, but employee ID falls on the right hand side of this database, but in this case the name falls on the right hand side of the employee ID for left hand side data and for right hand side data. In the both the cases the index plus match function can be used. So I am going here, putting the index function is equal to index tab array. Index function we need to give this particular array. I'm not locking the cell because I'm showing you in one cell how it can be done. Then we'll be putting the formula where we can put the formula in one cell and copy to the rest of the cells. That time we'll learn how to lock, then when to lock and how to go ahead about it. So array I have given to it, comma, row number. Now we have extracted the row number for this particular 125559 was Vijay with the help of match function over here. What is the row number for this particular employee ID? For that we'll be using the match function. So we'll put a match tab. What is it asking? Lookup value. So we want to find out the row number for this particular employee ID. So I will select this and then comma lookup array. Now lookup array, as we know, for match function, it should be either a column or a row only. It cannot be a table. So lookup array for this particular employee ID is over here. So I'll select this particular range of one column only, and then comma, and then 0. For match function, we have taken the lookup value as employee ID. So for this particular employee ID, the match function will give me the row number, which is 7 in this case. So row number is 7 and then row number is done. So comma, what is it asking then? It is asking a column number. A column number for name we want to extract. Okay, column number for name is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I can give it 8 and it will give me the correct value, but because I want to copy the formula for rest of the table, I will be using a match function again to give the index function the corresponding column number for name column. Name column is 8 number. So let us go ahead and use match function, match tab. Now what is the lookup value for this particular match function? What we want to find out? We want to find out a column number for name. So this name, in this particular cell, name, what is the column number for name in our database? Okay, for that we are using a match function. So take name, then comma, then lookup array. Now lookup array is the column number that we want to find out, where the name is there. So this particular row will be selecting now. For the column number, we will be selecting this particular row, which is number, which should give me a number 8. So this match function will give me number 8 because column number for the name is number 8. So match function will go here, check whether where the name falls in this particular range, because in match function we are using either a column or row only as a lookup array. So I have selected only this particular row and then comma, an exact match. I will put 0 over here and complete this match function. Okay, so for this match function, I will select given the lookup value as name and the lookup array as this particular row, and then comma, and then lastly it is asking area number, which either we should give or either should not give. So it is not required over here. So I'll complete the index function now. Now look here again, what we have given in index function along with match. How do we use that? So we have started with index. For index function, we have given the array, which is this table, this master database, then comma. The index function asked me the row number and column number. So row number for this particular employee ID, I want to find out with the help of match function. So I use match function. For this match function, I have given the lookup value as this particular employee ID, and then comma, table array for match function is this employee ID, and then comma, exact match for 0. I completed the match function, then comma. Now for index, I need to give it the column number for name. Then again I use the match function and then given the lookup value as name to the match function, and the table array, the array as only this particular row. So look, match function will go in this particular row. We'll find out at what position the name is appearing, which is the 8th position in this particular row, and then I completed the match function. So I've given the column number and row number to index with the help of match function, and then I completed the index function. Can you see here I got the corresponding value for this employee ID as Vijay. You can see here this is there, which is falls on the 8th position in this particular table. Now The same thing I will do with the help of match function for January. So we'll use index. I want to extract the January data for this particular employee ID with the help of index and match. Table array. This is the table array. Comma. Row number. For that I will use the match function. Row number for this particular employee ID. Match function tab. Lookup value is this employee ID for the row number. Lookup array. Lookup array, where does my employee ID falls? In this particular column. So I will select this column. It will go in this column and give me the row number, this particular number, number of row. Then comma, and then exact match for 0. So this completes my index functions row number. So it has given me the row number. What is the column number? So if I go ahead and put it like 1 here, because I want to extract the data for January, and I can see the the data of January falls on the first column. So if I give me the first column, it will give me the corresponding value 65. So for this employee ID, which is here, the January data is 65, which I got over here. So this is simple use of index and match. I have not used the match function to give the column index. So this is the easiest way we can use the match index function along with the match to find out the corresponding value which falls on the right hand side of the database. Now same thing, if I want to find out the February, I will put the column index number as 2. I will get a corresponding value for this particular as a 98. So this is the way you need to use index plus match. It's very easy to use once we master that. Now I will tell you how to create a formula in one cell and copy to all other cells by using index and match function. We are going to lock the array in different ways, so please pay attention. We are going to learn very interesting thing. Now we will be creating the formula in one cell, which I will copy here and here, and I will get the correct values. So either my corresponding value falls on the right hand side, which is there in this case, or left hand side, which is their case for all other months. Still I can extract the value with the help of index plus match, which I am going to do here in one cell and copy in all other cells. Is equal to index tab array is this particular array, this particular table. Now I will lock this because I want to copy the formula down and right hand side as well. So go ahead and lock this array, comma, row number. As we know that we need to use the row match function to find out the corresponding row number for this particular employee ID in this particular database. I will use the match function tab lookup value because I want to find out the row number for this employee ID. So I will give a lookup value as this. Now I want to copy the formula from top to bottom. So I will not lock this particular cell on a row, but I want to copy the formula from left to right as well. So I don't want Excel to move from column K to column L when I copy the formula from left to right. So I will just lock this cell, but not lock this cell on the row. I will keep the row open and I will lock this on a column side. So to lock it on a column side, I need to press F4 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Now you can see here dollar sign is before the letter, so this particular cell is locked on the row on the column, but row is free, so it can be copied from top to bottom where Excel will move to the next cells. But if I copy from left to right, Excel will not move from K cell to L cell because it is locked on the column, comma, lookup array, in which lookup array I want to find out the corresponding row number for this employee ID. So for that I will select this particular range and I will lock this range because I want to copy the formula. I lock this range because I want to copy the formula. Same formula will be there, so the only one F4 I will press over here, and then comma, match type is exact, so 0, and then complete the match function, the first match function which is for row number, that is being completed. So I will put comma here, then column number, again for that I will be using the match function. Now column number for name I want to find out, so match tab, lookup value is now name. Okay, now here I want to copy the formula from top to bottom, okay, and left to right as well. So top to bottom, if I want to copy the formula, I don't want Excel to move from this cell to the down cell, so I want Excel to pick up the value from this particular row only. But when I copy formula from left to right, I want Excel to move from name to Jan, Jan to Feb, and corresponding value it should pick up. So I will lock this particular cell, but I will lock it on row. I will keep the column open. So to lock the cell on the row, F4 2 times, 1 2. So one time the whole cell will get locked, and 2 times only the row will get locked, and the 3 times the column will get locked. So if you see here, the dollar sign is before the number, and number represent the row. So it is locked on the row, but column side it is not locked because there is no dollar sign before L. So when I move from left to right, it will move from name to Jan, and Jan to, it will give me the corresponding column for Jan, Feb, March in this particular database. That is the use of match function, this match function. Then comma, then lookup array for name, which is this particular array. I want to find out the corresponding names column number, which is 8 in this case, but I want to copy the formula on the right hand side as well as down side as well. So I will go ahead and press F4 just one time, because this array should be locked, and the Excel should pick up the value from this array only. So I will lock this particular array one time, and then comma, match type is 0, and then completes the second match function as well. Okay, and I will not give area number because it is not required over here. So my index function is also completed, so I'll put another bracket over here. So index function is also completed. Now here, look here, we have created a formula in one cell which can be copied in all other cells on right hand side and the down side as well. For that we have used the lock function with the help of F4 multiple times. So is equal to index, we are given first the array which I locked with the help of one F4 function, comma, match function to give it the row number for the corresponding employee ID. So match tab, I have selected the lookup value as employee ID because I want to copy the formula from top to bottom, but I don't want Excel to move from left to right. When I copy formula from left to right, it should not move from employee ID to name. So I will lock this particular employee ID in this formula only on the column side, because row I kept free. For that I have pressed F4 3 times, then comma, then array for match function. Array for match function is this particular column employee ID, which I locked it because I want Excel to pick up the value for the next employee IDs, the corresponding row number it should give me. So I locked it, comma, exact value, so 0, and completed the match function, the first match function for row number, then comma, then the column number I need to give it to the index function. For that again I have used the match function. For that the corresponding value is now the name, because I want to get the column number for name in this particular array. So I selected name because I want to copy the formula from left to right and from here to top to bottom. I don't want Excel to move from top to bottom, but I want to Excel move from left to right. The next when I copy formula from here to here, I want Excel to move from left to right. So I kept the, if you see here, I kept the column free and I locked this particular name on the row side. So when I copy formula from top to bottom, Excel will not move from this particular row to this particular row for L4. But when I copy formula from left to right, it will move from column L to column M. So it will change to M4, N4, O4, like that, but it will not change to L5, L5, L6 when I copy formula from here to here. That is the use of locking the function. It is very important when you create a formula in one cell and copy to all other cells. And then I put comma 0 for exact value for this match function, and then I completed the formula, and I will just press enter. Now you can see here I find a corresponding value for this employee ID, which is 12559, which is name is Vijay. Let us go ahead and copy the formula on the right hand side and down side as well, and let us see if I get the corresponding value. I copied here and I copied down as well. You can see for all these employee IDs I have got the corresponding value. Let's go ahead and check if the values are correct. So I'll go here, take this random employee ID, Control F, Control V. Name is Sarita. What is the date? Data for January is 30. Is it 30? Yes, it is 30. February 90. Is it 90? It is 90. 80, 70, 40. 80, 70, 40, 45. We have checked that all the data is correctly extracted by the use of index plus match function. Very useful formula, and is very commonly asked in all the interviews for MIS position. I will tell you again one more thing. Easiest way to put the index plus match function to extract the data from the right hand side. So suppose if I want to find out only for these employee IDs the corresponding data for the month of June. So I will go ahead here, put the index formula, index tab, array is this whole table selected including the headers. Lock it because I want to copy the formula from top to bottom. Locked it, comma. Now for this particular employee ID, what is the row number? For that I will be using the match function. Match tab, lookup value is this. I will not lock this because I want to copy formula from top to bottom but not left to right, comma. Lookup array, where is my employee ID is falling? In this particular row, column, only in this particular column. Match function takes only column, so I will select only column for this particular employee ID, and then select it again and lock it, then comma, exact value, so 0 for the match function is complete. So my row is complete now, so comma, and I will give you column number. Now if you want to go ahead and use the match function, that is okay, but if it is visible to you, you can just go ahead and put the column number on your own. You can see here I have selected the data from here to here. I want to extract the data for say June. So for June the column number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll put here 6. If you want to extract for Jan, put 1 and complete your index function as well. And copy the formula from top to bottom. You're all set. For 336, for this particular employee ID, I'll check it again. It is the June is 32, so that is right. For 59 it is 12, okay, 24, 80. So all this data we have extracted for the month of June, for only for these employee IDs with the help of index and match function. I hope you have learned a lot from this particular video. Please comment and tell me how was it. Let me know on which topic you would like me to make such kind of videos. Please subscribe to this channel if you are not yet subscribed to this channel. Thank you very much and meet you in a next video.